So everyone has their own method system with the abide. Someone is Elliott wave, and again, some people who are proponents of Elliott wave, they abide by the rules, and some proponents of price action or Ichimoku they abide by that rule. So Elliott wave, I agree with you on that note, is pretty subjective, and Ichimoku is more of a very objective in nature. The price is above the cloud or below the cloud, or the conversion is above the baseline or below the price, and you take trades on that. So how does a normal day look like when you started trading Ichimoku post that phase? How your normal trading days at Standard Chartered look like?
I had actually started doing the technicals for the bank, so it had a lot of currencies which I was looking at every day morning. So first thing I would do in the morning is come and have a look at what happened in the market, then look at my technicals particularly. And since I was doing so many currencies, it was very easy for me to say, which currency makes sense to enter and, start trading for the day. It's not that all currencies give the same signal at the same time. So, that way it helped me in trading, particularly the currency which was likely to give a better return than other currency. So if I see dollar yen is looking good today, to go long or short, whichever side it was. So yeah, so it gave me an option to trade or a choice of trading whichever currency was giving the best indicator.
So you indirectly have that relative strength. So let's say euro dollar looking better than a GBP, you look at very buying signal on euro dollar.
Exactly.
So you somewhere unconsciously have that relative strength on the currency. So you look at that currencies, initiate a buy or signal or a sell signal and so on. So how many pairs you have a scan on every day in the morning?
I had all the G7. So it was sterling, euro, yen, Swiss, Aussie, Kiwi. Then the crosses like euro yen and sterling yen, and rupee, of course.
Okay.
There were sometimes specific requests from the sales guys to add, Singapore dollar or something. So whenever they had that interest, I would add those currencies as well.
So let's say for a take euro dollar. So you add how many time frame? You do a single time frame analysis or a multi time frame analysis?
My technicals, which I used to do for the bank, was dailies. And every weekend on Friday, I would do the weeklies as well and send it out. But otherwise, generally only dailies. And to make entry and exit levels, apart from Kijun Tenkan and whatever the supports and resistance were there, if it was too far and it looked like I may not get the level, then I would look at hourlies to see if there's some other entry level. Okay. So generally, yes, only dailies.
So but predominantly, you are trading. The signal will come from the daily, but you supplement it by a weekly or a monthly or a lower time frame and so on. So you look only Ichimoku or other oscillators, other indicators and so on?
Yeah, I would use other tools to perhaps see if there's any divergence. There are times when it's very bullish on Ichimoku, but then there's that MACD and RSI showing that it's very heavily overbought. Then it's not that it will go in the same direction that Ichimoku is going up, it's bullish. It can also see retracements. So but the days I see that there's a divergence in RSI and MACD and all, and though Ichimoku is still saying it's bullish, then I would wait for the correction to happen before I could go long. So yes, I was using them as complementary or in conjunction of Ichimoku. These mostly RSI, MACD, and stochastics. When the currencies were trading in a narrow range, it's very obvious that it's not going to be in that range for a long time. So I would look at Bollinger Bands, and Bollingers really helped a lot in looking for breakouts. Other days it didn't make much sense when it was already broken out or it's too wide, it didn't make much sense. But once it's constricted, then for sure it's going to have a breakout. No currency can be trading in a very, very narrow range for a long time. I can understand 1 day, 2 day, 1 week. But beyond that, it does break out.
Okay.
So Bollingers helped in breakouts. Ichimoku for trends.
Okay.
And others, just to see that, I don't take a currency which is looking for a divergence and, maybe Ichi says it's going up and it doesn't, maybe looking for a correction.